You set an alarm last night. You checked your phone before you even sat up. You made coffee, answered a message, sat in traffic, stared at a screen, and by 3 p.m., you already felt like the day had slipped through your fingers. And somewhere in the back of your mind, a small voice asked, "Is this really what we're supposed to be doing?" That question is older than you think, and the answer is far stranger than you expect. For most of human history, there were no alarms, no commutes, no inboxes. And yet your ancestors were not idle. They were not bored. They were doing something every single day. Something so different from what you do now that if you could watch them, you might not recognize it as work at all. Start with time. Specifically, how much of it ancient humans actually spent on survival. Marshall Salins, an anthropologist, published a landmark study in 1972 calling hunter-gatherers the original Affluent Society. His analysis of the Kongsan people of southern Africa found that adults spent between 3 and 5 hours per day on food-related work. 3 to 5 hours, not 8, not 12, 3 to 5. And then the day was largely theirs. The rest was not empty. It was packed with something else entirely. Talking. Enormous amounts of talking. Robin Dunbar, the evolutionary psychologist behind the social brain hypothesis, found that language in humans evolved partly as social grooming. Where other primates bond by picking through each other's fur, humans do it with words. Ancient humans did not separate work from socializing. The conversation around the fire was not a break from the day. It was one of the most important parts of it. Up to 70% of that conversation, Dunbar found, was social. Who did what? Who trusted whom? Not trivial. Essential. There was also making. Tools shaped from flint, baskets woven, clothing stitched, rope twisted. None of it was factory work. It was craft, requiring skill that built over years and produced visible, tangible results. Psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi spent decades studying human happiness and identified what he called flow states, moments of deep engagement where skill meets challenge and time stops. Ancient humans stumbled into flow states daily. It was simply what the day looked like, and there was movement. Not exercise in the modern sense, movement woven through everything. Foraging groups walked between 4 and 8 miles per day, in scattered stretches, crouching, climbing, carrying, balancing. The body was in constant, varied, low-intensity use, not pushed to exhaustion, simply used the way any tool works best when used regularly. The band was small, 15 to 50 people. Everyone knew everyone. And crucially, everyone's contribution was visible. When you caught something, everyone knew. When you told a story and the children leaned in, you felt it. The feedback between effort and recognition was immediate and real. You were built for that life, and you are living a life your biology had no time to prepare for. Your stress response was designed for acute threats, not for low-grade chronic anxiety across a 40-hour week. Your attention was designed for varied, stimulating environments, not for a fixed screen for 8 consecutive hours. Your social brain was designed for 50 familiar faces, not 500 acquaintances you text occasionally. The dissatisfaction you sometimes feel, the vague sense that something is missing even when nothing is technically wrong, is not weakness. It is ancient circuitry running in a foreign environment, looking for signals it was designed to receive. The conversation that goes nowhere but leaves you feeling good. The thing you made with your hands, the walk without a destination. These are not hobbies. They are the behaviors your nervous system was built around for hundreds of thousands of years. Tonight, when you put down your phone and the day goes quiet, ask yourself what you actually did today. Not what you completed, what you made, who you really talked to, whether your body moved the way it was built to move. You set an alarm this morning, and somewhere underneath everything you had to do, there was a version of you simply looking for the same things your ancestors found every single day.